Amy Lynne Berger, and this is Park Bench of Truth, a filmed improv exercise featuring improvisers, not about improv. Much like the exercise created by Michael Delaney, we are not going to be talking about comedy. We're not going to be trying to be funny.
Nope.
We're just going to have real, grounded conversations. So today I have with me Ray Cordova.
Hello.
You may know him from his sketch and improv group Astronomy Club or performing weekly on UCB Herald Night with Foxhole.
Very true.
But today none of that matters because today we're going to use a suggestion app and we're going to talk about something totally normal.
Random.
Apple.
Great. Which I think is like the basis of improv. Oh wait, no, sorry.
Don't do fruit. Oh yeah, wait, stop. We're not talking about improv.
Well, I think about like teachers.
Oh yeah.
You give like an apple to a teacher.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of a cliche.
Which seems, I mean, how many apples do you think teachers are getting that they're not eating? It feels very wasteful.
I think a lot. No one's eating them. I think now parents probably send things like gift cards or like or like chocolate, like something like more sensible.
But why did it start? At what point were we deciding that like apples are what teachers enjoy?
I think it probably came from like schoolhouses or like next to the barn. The crops are in.
I'll bring you my freshest apple.
My freshest apple.
A golden apple. Well, because then there's the Golden Apple Awards, but that obviously had to start because apples were already associated with teachers. Did you have any good teachers?
I had like my first scary teacher was 5th grade.
Your first scary teacher?
Mr. Casimiro from Mr. K. He was like, oh, you know, some of you guys, this is like looking back very inappropriate. He's like, some of you guys, you may find yourself in a bit of trouble, and if you don't start studying now, following directions now, you're gonna end up in prison. We're like 10 years old.
What?
And he might end up in jail. Like, let me give you a tip. Always have a candy full of pocket. And when someone comes up to you, offer it to them, and while they're eating it, you can run.
So the strategy is if a bad person comes up to you, offer them candy,
jail.
Even though, in jail.
In jail, so not in the street. So I really can't run very far. But I guess his idea was if I had something to give them, they would get the candy or beating me up. Or worse things.
But the candy would be so distracting to this prisoner that you'd have time to run away.
I could get away and call for a guard maybe.
I think that the funny thing about that is we're taught as kids to not accept candy from strangers.
Well, you know, in jail, all bets
everybody
are
is friends.
Everyone's friends.
Cool.
The candy's good.
No
one's trying to root for you.
Maybe because you have to get the candy from commissary.
Commissary. Oh man, he's prepping us for a prison life. You know, I work in a psych hospital.
Yes.
And it's pretty interesting / intense. I always feel like they're people with problems.
Yeah.
So like that's how I look at it. So I respect everybody. Everyone respects me. It's all good.
Yeah.
I have a nurse who was like, "Oh, you have it so easy." I used to work at a place called Kirby. I was like, "Well, what's Kirby?"
That sounds fun.
Everyone what Kirby is. Kirby is the opposite of fun.
Oh.
Kirby. This is gonna take a real dark turn right now. Kirby is where they keep the most hardcore, criminally insane patients. The location's not really disclosed. I know where it's at. I'll say it because you can't get there. You can't get there. It's on the water, and it's like it's right between Manhattan and Queens.
Roosevelt
Island. It's Roosevelt Island. It's next to Randall's Island, and there's only 2 things on this specific island. There is Kirby Hospital, and then there's a methadone clinic. And you can only get there through a bus ride. But she's like there's no personal conversation because just for example, she was like, we know how heinous their crimes are.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so bad, they don't report it on the news. Once in a while they do because it affects more than one person or like it's whatever, but they don't tell you because they don't want you to know kind of how much we're really around people who can really, who are really insane. And so like, she was telling me this to tell me like, you know, if someone cuts you off or steals your parking spot, let it go because you don't know who you're dealing with.
In high school, actually, it was my senior year, I took a sociology class.
Okay.
And in this class, we went and we visited a prison.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, we like actually went to prison and they took the entire class to go there. And I like loved it. I was like, because I've always loved like lockup and like prison life. I find it super fascinating. But then they took us to a room to talk to one prisoner. And they didn't tell us what he did ahead of time.
Right.
But they told us afterwards.
The element of surprise when meeting a prisoner one-on-one.
He was on drugs and he wasn't in his right mindset. And then somebody like rear-ended him. And he said, he was like, it was very minor, like barely tapped it. And then he got out and he had a gun and he shot him. And then another person came to like help because they saw an accident happen. That person, 3rd person comes, killed that person. 4th person comes, paralyzes him with a gun. And then the police came because they realized there was like a situation.
You know how I avoided trying to make it dark? You just completely went there.
But that's why
Yeah,
anytime that happens, I'm like, it's not worth it. Like, let them go.
It's true.
We're all fine. Let's all love each other.
I try to always have that mindset. Like, it's hard not to always, but it's like, I know what's out there. And like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
It's never worth it. Let things go.
Let it go. Let
Be kind to each other.
Don't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah. Well, guys, this has been Park Bench of Truth. Thanks for being truthful with us. Thank you again to Ray Cordova. As I said, you can see him on Herald Night, you can see him with Astronomy Club, or you can see the two of us doing truthful with our team always. Thanks, guys.
Take care.